Doesn't mean I'm lost. Doesn't mean I'll stop. Doesn't mean I'm across.
Hey, what's up, YouTubers? It's me again, Gamer55551, and I am back with another video game review. And this one's going to be a little bit special, though, okay? For this review, we're going to be taking a look at, if I'm saying the name correctly, Valkyria Chronicles Remastered, or Valkyria, if I'm saying his name correctly. Now, before I begin going into this, I will say that because my videos tend to be long and all that stuff, what I will be adding, and it will be in the description though, hopefully I can fit it into the description, but it will be there though, I'm going to try to put it there, is a table of contents. So if you don't want to watch the whole video or something, you can skip to the certain parts you want to. So I will be adding that in my future videos from now on. And I'm going to say something that's going to be controversial for a lot of people though. The following video in this one, and this is going to be saved near the end, and is going to have a political statement that's going to use this game as an example for it though, okay? Now, there is going to be a little bit of spoilers, and so if you don't want to watch it again, or hear my political statement that I'm going to make at the end of this video, I'll have in the description parts you could skip if you don't want to see it, okay? I'm not going to be offended or anything like that, but I do want to get this. I do think this game is a good example of what I'm going to talk about, though, all right? So anyway, before we get to that part, let's get to the review, okay? Valkyria Chronicles, or in this case, Remastered, in my opinion, is one of my all-time favorites, though. I remember when this game came out back in 2008, though, and although it was a little difficult at the time, at first, though, I eventually fell in love with the game on the PS3, though. I mean, I love the art style, I love the gameplay, I love the story, the rich story that they had in the game, though. Sadly and unfortunately, though, the game did not perform as well as it could have, though. Although eventually some DLCs and a price cut ultimately did help the game, though. But unfortunately, it did not become the breakout hit, though. But it became sort of a cult hit for some people, like me, though. Eventually, they would release two other sequels, Valkyria Chronicles 2 and 3. Both would be released on the PSP, PlayStation Portable, though. Valkyria Chronicles 2 was still a good game, but some people did not like the fact that they downgraded from the PS3 to the PSP. Others felt like some of the changes they made, like the leveling up system in the first one, which was easy to use, I'm going to get to that though, was way too complex in the second one though. I thought it was, but some people may disagree because it's individuals, not groups and everything. And eventually, a third one never saw the light of day over here in the US, despite fans demanding the game to come over, fans asking for the game to come over, but Sega never brought it over. And it was clear that the series would never, clear that who knows what was going to happen to the series. The future of it remained uncertain at the time. However, hope did come back for the series, though, when the game would eventually be released on the PC, though, and actually performed very well. So there was some hope. There was certainly hope for the series, though. And now, it has now been re-released for the PS4 for the new generation. And while some issues with the one that was released back on the PS3 still stay the same, it is still, in my opinion, one of my favorite video games of all time, though. Alright? So let's get started with the review. I'm going to start with the pros first, okay? First off, the pro is I love the art style in the game. I really love that illustrated book / anime and manga style look that they have for this game. The watercolor looks, though. This to me is an example that art style, with put in the hands of the right developers, they could create a game with a really good art style to the game. And that can more than make up for a lot of the AAA games which focus on like high-end graphics and everything. And, you know, raw power and everything. So art style certainly is important. Excuse me. And Valkyria Chronicles has that. And that's one of the things I like about it, though. Next thing I will talk about is the solid gameplay. And this is where the game was sort of interesting when it came out, though. Basically, it's a combination of 3 genres in one. You got your real-time strategy, you got your RPG, and you got your third-person shooter mechanics. Basically, how the game operates, and you'll see some footage of it though, is the fact that you basically move your character in a third-person perspective, and when you start to aim, time stops, and you sort of point your gun at your enemy. Now, depending on where you hit, depending on where the enemy is, whether he's ducking or whether he's right in front of you, some might take more than one shot. Others, if you aim for the head, assuming you have a good shot though, could take them out very quickly though. So that's sort of the moving part is the third person though. The strategy part is where you have to sort of like, I think the video will explain it better, but I think that's where you sort of move your characters. I mean, you have a certain amount of times you can move them before you can't move them anymore, so you gotta sort of position them in the right spot while at the same time ensuring that you do not basically put them in danger. And the RPG element is that at the end of each level though, depending on how many turns it takes for you to complete the level though, and depending on if you defeat a certain amount of enemies, such as tanks or specialized enemies or anything like that, you basically will earn money and experience points though. And I'm going to get to the next one, why that's also why the money experience points ties into the next one I'm going to be talking about. So I like the idea that combines real-time strategy, third-person shooter mechanics, and RPG elements though. It may not be for everyone, but for those who are willing to try it out, will find something really fun out of it though. Okay, the next one I'm going to talk about is the easy leveling up system, and I like how they did this though, okay? Basically what happens is, as I said earlier, you get money and experience points, which you use to level up your characters. Thing is about this one is this. If you, say for example, level up your scouts, once you level them up, all your scouts in your squad get leveled up. So that basically, in other words, you don't have to level up each individual. So if you have like a group of scouts, and you level them up, you level up your scouts, all your scouts in your group will level up. Same with lancers, same with shock troopers, same with engineers, same with snipers. And so those guys will get leveled up. Same with weapons and gear. If you buy upgraded gears for your unit though, so like for example, again, if you buy an upgraded gear for your scouts, all your scouts will have the upgraded gear. If you buy an upgraded weapon for your scouts, all your scouts will have upgraded weapons. So it cuts down trying to level up each and every individual though. The only weapons that you can't level up for your entire unit is specialty weapons that can be found by defeating certain enemies in each level though. They're not easy to beat though, so they take some bit of practice though. But if you beat them, you can use that weapon and put it on a specific character if you want to. So, but overall, the leveling up system is really, to me, I find it to be easy though. So that's a good, excuse me. All right, the next one I'm going to talk about is the story and the soundtrack. This is the big area right here. I really like the story in the game. I really like the World War I and World War II theme. Basically, I like the whole trench warfare. I mean, I'm a big fan of World War II. I love studying World War II and so on. So there's a lot. So I like the fact that they use World War II as kind of a theme for the game though. And so I really like how they inspired by a lot of World War II movies or TV shows, whether it was like Saving Private Ryan or Band of Brothers though. So it's really neat. I love that though. So for someone who likes studying World War II, there's a lot of inspiration on it though. And the soundtrack's really good. I mean, there's one soundtrack in a certain scene that every time I see that scene and hear that song, I know this may sound cheesy for some people, but I don't think it is. It sort of brings a tear to my eye, and you'll see the scene though. It's sort of a spoiler, so if you don't want to watch it, that's fine and all that. But overall, soundtrack is good, and the story is really good in my opinion though. And finally, last but not least, this is actually a good deal. I mean, basically for $30 though, this is sort of a limited edition steel case though. It's only the case, there's nothing special in it, so it's just a steel case, so just So guys, let you know. Just a steel case, that's all. That's all. So just to let you know about that, though. It's not a bad deal. The game runs at 1080p, 60 frames per second, and it basically has all the patches and DLC for it. So were released, you know, when the game originally came out in 2008. So for $30, this is not a bad deal. So, I mean, to me, it's not, though, all right? Whether you could get the steel case or not, that really depends if you could find it or not. But otherwise, the deal is good, though, all right? Anyway, we're going to take a quick break. I will show you some gameplay footage, and I also, with it, I'm going to show something special, and this ties into sort of my political views that I'm going to show. It's entitled, When Hatred Goes Too Far, and the way a certain group of characters in this game, aka the Darksons, though, you can see, reason why I'm going to show that to you is it has to do with what's going on in the world, particularly in America with this election environment, though. So, and again, you don't have to watch. It is a bit of a spoiler, and it can be a bit of a controversial, and because of my political views I'm going to show. And if you don't want to watch it, that's fine. I will put in the video before you see it where to skip if you want to. If not, I mean, I will try to put that in there, or you could read, if I could fit it in the description where you could skip if you don't want to watch it. Again, I'm not going to be offended by it, but I think it's important. To me, I think it's important to put that in so you could see for yourself, though. All right. So we'll take a break, and when we come back, I'll go to the cons, and then after the cons part, I will get to my political view and why I put those scenes in. All right. So we will be right back.
Just because I'm hurting doesn't mean I'm hurt. Doesn't mean I didn't get what I deserve. No better in the worst.
Two teams, City and Riverside. I'll lead the Riverside team towards the enemy encampment with the Edelweiss.
Shock Trooper here. Lead the offense to me.
City team, your job is to guard the base. Be ready for anything, including tanks.
How long you think I've been an anti-tank man? Couple of tanks ain't no sweat.
That's the spirit, Largo. Now, let's move out!
Listen closely. This information could save your life. Roger. I'm not done yet.
Nice work. Keep taking them down.
I'll take care of it.
These paved roads always throw me.
The hunt begins. Good night. Sweet dreams.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Here we go!
Squad 7, welcome to the battle.
Now!
Who are these guys? Look out for attack.
My turn, okay? Enemy sighted!
Push.
Yeah!
Man down. Everybody be careful.
I'm on it.
Imperials closing in. Front lines, return fire.
Please.
Entering combat.
Don't get careless. It could be...
Now!
Moving out.
Who are these guys?
I'll do my best.
The bridge is just ahead.
Let's do this thing.
Gah! Damn tank's busted right through the stinking wall. Well, it's my turn now. Stick this in your pipe and smoke it.
Stay sharp. Tanks can break through crumbling walls and trample down sandbags and trees. Still with me, soldiers? Maintain focus.
Been waiting here. Spotted an enemy! You're done! All right!
Who are you?
hunt begins. Sweet dreams.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Get ready to die, imps. Moving out!
They'll pay for this.
Please hit!
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Enemy sighted!
Moving group.
I'm on.
Enemy unit neutralized.
Entering combat. Now! Here we go! Fire!
Man down.
I'll do my best. Hey, where is everybody?
They're behind us!
Understood.
Nothing personal. Sweet dreams.
Man.
Roger. Moving out! Enemy sighted! Now! Let's do this thing.
Man.
Here we go!
Too weak up.
Head for the next one.
Roger.
Leave it back up to me.
Don't you hit coming?
Enemy sighted. I'm not done yet.
You're doing well.
My turn, okay? Now!
Leave that one to me. Secure a route.
Entering combat.
My turn, okay? Pull it together.
Operation complete. We took their base.
Understood.
Keep that cover fire coming.
Keep an eye on the uneven ground as you walk.
Where is everybody?
Here we go.
Enemy.
I'll do my best.
I'll take care of it. sustained. Under minor fire.
Help me.
Damage minimal. Minor damage sustained.
Let's do this thing. Medic!
Stay with us. It won't be long now.
Work your magic. You hear me?
Be ready for an ambush, soldiers.
New target sighted.
I'll take care of it.
Don't let the...
Don't fail me now. Major damage sustained.
You're doing...
I'll do my best.
Thank you.
I'll do my best.
Thank you.
Leave it back up to me. I'm not done yet.
And,
Minor damage sustained. Under minor fire.
do my best.
Thank you. Here we go! Fire! Hostile sighted! I'll take care of it. Found a target! Get it, punk! Yeehaw!
I'm impressed, but not surprised.
Let's do this thing. New target sighted.
Right, here I go.
Report.
Leave it back up to me. Roger.
I'll do my best.
Thank you. Minor damage sustained. Damage minimal.
Roger.
Are there any weak spots in their defenses? Careful, your head. Enemy unit neutralized.
Leave it all to me.
I'm impressed, but not surprised.
These paved roads always throw me.
Our hero's in trouble now.
Foot soldiers, move out!
I'm on it. Enemy sighted.
An error in judgment could cost you everything.
Who are these guys?
I'll take care of it.
Target silenced. Head for the next one. I'm sure it's hot, but try to stay focused.
I'm on it. Huh, this ain't even fair.
Try to conserve it.
Make good use of cover as you proceed.
Here we go.
Come in, come in.
Looks like the wind's really picking up.
I suspect it's a sandstorm, Welks. These Badlands are infamous for sandstorms, bad enough to drop visibility to 0.
See, that'll make it tougher to spot the enemy until the storm blows over.
Yes, but the same applies to the enemy. Now is our chance to advance undetected. Hiding within the sandstorm is a valid tactic when crossing ground with no natural cover.
Good idea. Thanks, East.
An error in judgment could cost you everything.
Understood.
I'm not done yet.
And
Let's do this thing.
I'm getting pushed around here. Help me out.
Let's do this thing. Moving out.
Foot soldiers, move out!
Entering combat.
Pace yourself.
Fire! Entering combat. Fire!
Understood.
Thank you.
Be ready for an ambush, soldiers.
Roger. done yet.
You're doing...
Entering combat.
My turn, okay?
Good work. Keep it up.
Entering combat. Gotta love nature. Now!
Get ready to die, imps.
Don't let the heat get to you.
Just try to stop me. Give me a dirt road any day. Die, die, die! Get ready to die, imps. Die, die, die! Just try to stop me. Die, die, die! Next!
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Entering combat. Gotta love nature. Fire!
I'll do my best.
Entering combat. Now!
I'm on it. Ain't no stopping me.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Get ready to die, imps. Every last one of you imps. Die, imps.
You're doing well. Just keep it up.
Moving out!
I know you're back there. Get out here.
Thank you. Entering combat. Here we go!
Good work. Keep it up.
Just try to stop me.
I'll cover you!
Who are these guys?
Leave it back up to me. I see an enemy.
Entering combat.
Please keep up formation as you place them. Target silence.
Get ready to die, imps.
Now's our chance!
Enemy unit neutralized.
Found one.
Understood.
Thank you.
I'm on it. Enemy sighted.
Don't give up now.
Moving out! Enemy sighted!
Just keep up this pace.
Leave it back up to me.
Here we go!
Don't forget to review your equipment.
I'll take care of it. The grass smells nice.
Enemy unit approaching.
Enemy attack. All units brace for it.
I just can't go another step. Entering combat.
Move in groups.
Now!
Think you can push them back?
Gotta love nature.
I'll do my best.
Let's tip the scales in our favor.
I understand. The grass smells nice.
sighted. Be careful, soldiers.
Enemy spotted! Enemy spotted!
Please don't follow them in too deep.
Take this! Yes!
Just keep up this pace.
Here we go!
Enemy.
I'll take care of it. The grass smells nice.
You can all do this.
Yes!
Who are these guys?
Enemy spotted!
I'm on it. Here I come! Mwah.
You're doing well.
Moving out!
How are you doing on ammo?
I'll do my best.
Now's your chance. How are the enemy's numbers?
Entering combat.
Hold on, I'm on my way now.
I understand. Here goes!
I'm on it.
Stay sharp.
I'll take care of it. Take this!
Here we go!
Good work. Keep it up.
Enemy sighted!
I'll take care of it. Here goes! Yes!
Who are these guys?
Let's do this thing. Ain't no stopping me.
Let me help!
Down!
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Operation complete. We took their base.
You might be a big fish in a little pond. Doesn't mean you won, 'cause along may come a bigger one.
Isara, Martha, please be okay.
Martha!
What's her problem? Is she pregnant or just fat?
Who cares? Not gonna make any difference when she's dead.
Stop this now.
See what she's wearing? Take a good look at that shawl. She's a Darkson.
And that explains it. I thought this place stunk. Now I know it does. So, we got ourselves a fat one and a stinky one. PU. It's a regular pig farm in here.
I will thank you to watch your tongue in this house. You have to leave now.
That's a big gun for such a little girl. Drop it.
Isara!
Huh? Hold it right there! Die! Darkson pig!
Isara, will
You okay?
The suppression of the enemy camp on the west bank gave us the foothold we needed. Now we'll join the Army's vassal battalion in Operation Cloudburst to take back the bridge. Militia forces will take the point, crossing the bridge, and attacking the eastern camp.
Captain, crossing that bridge means breaching the enemy bridgehead. What sort of on-site backup and supplies can we expect from the Army on this?
The plan calls for the Army to commence its operation after we've struck the bridgehead.
Wait a minute. So we're just being offered up on a platter?
I know how you feel. I felt that way when I was a militia foot soldier too. But sometimes being a soldier means taking on tough missions, even dangerous ones.
Understood, Captain.
I'm not saying you're wrong, Faldio. Breaching that bridgehead by ourselves is... it's going to be tough.
Captain Barat, may I go observe the area around the bridge?
Observe it? I don't mind, but what do you...
Welkin!
Sergeant Melchiot, what is it?
Oh, sorry to interrupt the meeting.
We're finished, it's fine. Now, I assume there's a reason for your visit?
Yes, Captain. Welkin, I mean, Lieutenant Gunther, the squad, they're at each other's throats.
What?
Please stop them, sir. I tried to, but I couldn't.
You want me to break it up? I don't know. Maybe it'd be better to just let him have it out.
Let them have it out? You can't just ignore them.
I'm not ignoring them. I think it's important that they say what they're thinking. Butting heads over differing opinions can be one way to bring people closer together.
Well, but that may be, but I still... Look, you can't just sit here while your squad's tearing itself apart. It's not right. Now get a move on, sir.
Hey,
Sounds like he's got his hands full.
It's all part of growing as a team.
Hold on! Okay, what's going on here?
You really have to ask, Lieutenant? It's either her or me, pal. Who let her in anyway? You really think I'm gonna work with a dark hair? She'll blow us all up. Besides, I can't stand the stink of her! Her type's got a bad reputation and everybody knows it. No Darksons allowed. You hear me?
Oh yes, I've heard everything you have to say. But I'm still a human being the same as you. Besides, no evidence exists to substantiate what you call the Darkson calamity. It's a myth.
Excuse me? So what, you're calling me stupid now?
Stop it, that's enough!
Okay, boss man. We won't fight alongside no Darkson. What about that can't you understand? Another thing we ain't doing is taking orders from some hotshot greenhorn.
All right, fine. Now listen and listen good. I'll have that bridge back in Gallia's hands in 48 hours.
Huh?
Now if my plan fails, which I doubt, then I'll resign. And Squad 7 will be all yours, Largo. But if my plan works, you'll take my orders and like it.
Your funeral, boss man. You sure about this?
Yes, I am.
But... wait a sec. Welkin?
It appears that Lieutenant Gunther's plan worked. An impressive start, soldier.
Thank you, Captain.
The kid's crazy. Drove a damn tank right into the stinking river.
Yeah, and I can't believe it worked. I'm still in shock.
All right, you two. Now hold up your side of the bargain and you listen to Welkin.
Yeah.
The kid might got the chops to command, but that don't mean I gotta like any dark hairs.
Hey, come on!
It's okay, Alicia. I'm used to it by now. But I know the day will come when Darksons can join society as equals.
Hey! Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Know what? This is one strange place. Rocks with holes in them. Dug up ground as far as the eye can see.
Not always. They say this used to be a huge ancient city. Now there's nothing but desert left.
We all know what happened. The Darkson calamity happened. They say the Darkhairs used some kind of dark arts to burn this city. Left nothing but ash.
Can't see what kind of magic you'd use to burn up this much land, though. It's just crazy.
I don't know. Isara said that was a myth with no real historical evidence.
Look, their kind has been digging up Ragnite since forever. So who's to say they don't know some weird, Darkson-y type way to use the stuff as a weapon? I'm just saying.
Anyway, as I was saying, we are in the middle of the Badlands. And what exactly are we doing here?
I don't know what I expected, but it really wasn't this.
Amazing, isn't it? I was surprised when I first came here, too.
There aren't any windows or skylights in here, but it's still so light.
The ruins are made of stone with a high Ragnite concentration. It lights itself.
It's uncanny.
Look at this! Something's written on the wall here. It's in Old Northern script. Old Northern? It was the dominant writing system in Europa. You still see it on a lot of old monuments.
Do you know how to read it, Faldio?
Yeah, we just covered it this last year. Let's take a look. It's more or less a recounting of the Darkson calamity as the history books tell it. The Darksons unlocked some secret property of Ragnite and tried to conquer the continent. 100 cities raised its fell light, 100,000 men and beast therewith. It says this area used to be one of the cities lost in that purge as well.
So they did use Ragnite.
It was in the middle of that destruction that the Valkyria suddenly came into the picture. Supposedly they rose to face the Darksons, armed with sacred lances, blue with flame. That became the War of the Valkyria.
I had a picture book about that as a girl. But it's fiction, right? Like a fairy tale.
Ruins like these dot the Europan map, traces of the culture that once ruled the continent. The majority of the anthropological community now agrees that the Valkyria did exist.
Wow, this is so educational.
The Valkyria won and rose to power, while the Darksons were scattered across Europa. There are some who worship the Valkyria as the saviors of Europa even today. Meanwhile, the Darksons got branded with the stigma of their past and were persecuted. With no land of their own, they had to work as itinerant laborers and Ragnite miners.
Which is why there are so many Darksons still working in the industrial sector today.
I never knew that. Come to think of it, Isara's dad was an engineer, wasn't he?
Anyway, that's enough history for today. Let's keep checking for a few.
You find the boss and Alicia?
Nah, still nothing.
Isara, how about you quit messing around and help us look?
The Edelweiss still requires maintenance.
Your own brother's gone missing here, and you'd rather be doing maintenance work than look?
It's because he's missing that I'm doing this. We have no idea when he'll be back, but making sure the Edelweiss is ready for him is the best thing I can do for him now.
Not like I care either way.
I hear what you're saying, kid. Just be sure you rest up while you can. You've been working since first thing this morning. You're Squad 7's only tank pilot. If you pass out on us, we're all toe up. Hear me? Getting a good night's rest is another thing you can do for your brother right now.
I understand. Thank you for your advice, Largo.
Sure.
We've been given orders for our next mission. The militia's taking back the city of Thousand.
Thousand's that big industrial city with all those Ragnite mines, right?
Yes. If we manage to reclaim it, it'll be a shot in the arm to Gallia's productivity.
Sounds good. So what's the plan, boss?
The militia will break up into squads and set up a perimeter around the city. Once that's set, Squad 7 takes the point. Here, look at this.
An armored rail vehicle?
Right. They installed it to defend their hold on the city. Now our mission is to destroy it.
Yeah, okay, so we destroy it. Any idea how we take on a beast like that? Gonna take a lot more than a pack of soldiers marching at it to do that, boss.
Don't worry. We've got some hefty support on this one.
Support? Like who?
You know that Darksons from Empire-held areas have been brought there, right?
I've heard stories, yes. That they're being used as forced labor in the Ragnite mines and weapons factories.
According to Captain Barat, one of the men in the camps is acting as our agent.
Here I get my hopes up and it's just some dark hair? Got any more great news?
What do you mean by that?
I'm just saying, I hope this guy's not as stubborn as someone else we know.
Please stop judging people solely by your preconceptions. All Darksons are different.
Sure could have fooled me. I couldn't tell you dark hairs apart if I tried.
I don't believe you have ever really tried, Rosie.
No, you just didn't.
Just drop it already. We're soldiers. We'll do our best out there. If the orders say work with a Darkson, we do. That said, I ain't making any promises if this guy turns out to be useless. Here?
Well, we can't know for sure until we meet him, but the mission hinges on him. We begin the march on Thousand at first light. The attack begins at sundown.
stench is unbearable.
Please, some food, sir. Even water would...
Ugh, keep your distance. Presumptuous, dark-haired, filthy. Where is the one responsible for this hovel?
You rang?
I hear a worker in Sector D has been disobeying his work orders. Would you care to explain this infraction?
He's not disobeying you. He's been sick as a dog for a couple of days now. Folks from other camps working D Sector have gotten sick lately too. One's in a coma. That's where they handle Ragnite Refinery. Sure the toxic exhaust's being handled right?
That's no concern of yours or mine. You animals need only be silent and obey.
Let's think of it this way. You drive them to death and the work stops getting done. That doesn't help you much, eh? I'll let you know as soon as he can work. Think you could let him rest for now?
Very well. Have him return to work the minute he's able. And remember, no one would miss the likes of a few of you maggots.
What the hell is this?
Hey!
Zaka?
What brings you folks here? And how'd you get in?
Welkin Gunther is my name. I was told there was a militia sympathizer here.
Well, you heard right. Welkin, I'm your guy. I'm Zaka. It's nice to meet you. Hey, Pumpkin. I've got to talk some adult stuff with these folks. Would you be a good girl and go to bed for me?
Okay, good night.
She's sweet. She your kid's sister?
No. Both their parents died a while back. They were victims of torture.
Torture? That's just horrible.
Listen, we have a lot of work to do. Follow me, let's get started. Located on the canyon's edge, split between an upper and lower level. There's an armored train that services those factories. It moves on rails built into the upper level, shooting downward.
If it's up there, it's completely out of our range. How do we attack it?
Glad you asked. We take it down with this little wonder. It's a Ragnite bomb. I made it myself. I've been sneaking spare parts from under the Empire's watch for weeks. I can guarantee its power.
You think one bomb's gonna blow this thing up?
I'm not proposing we use it on the train. We use it on this.
I get it. We take out the rails. Then the train drops into the canyon from the bridge.
Exactly. You can leave the setting of the bomb to me. I want all of you to provide a diversion so I can get in there and attach the package to a strut. Once I've wired it and gotten a safe distance away, I'll give you a signal. Then you'll detonate it and destroy the bridge.
Right. Sounds good.
Did you have any questions about the mission then?
No, I got it.
Is there something else?
Forget it.
Oh, I get it now. You're wondering if you can trust me because I'm a Darkson, yeah? If you don't mind me asking, Tell me something you like.
What?
Something you enjoy. There's gotta be something, right?
Singing, I guess. I like to sing. And listen to other folks.
Musician, huh? Nice. I like to sing too. Nothing beats a nice tune and a little stroll. Music can pick you up or make you cry. Anthems can drive a whole country to war. That's the great thing about music. Variety. Every song is different, but it's all good.
Yeah, I guess so. So what are you getting at?
If you appreciate diversity in music, why hate all the Darksons?
What?
There's plenty of races in the world. Each has its traits, but people are all unique. Just like with music. They've all got their good points. Well, I think so anyway.
Singing's more fun with a chorus, right? I agree, Zaka.
Hey, why the long face? You worried?
Oh, Mr. Zaka. I just can't believe it.
Believe what?
I'd heard stories of the concentration camps. About the harsh labor forced upon detainees. But seeing it happen in person, it just seems too cruel to be true.
Yeah, but this is the truth. The world is no friend of the Darksons. That's the truth of it. And this war has stirred up prejudice in people, so they behave inhumanely. I can sympathize with wanting to look away, but facing the truth makes a person grow.
Mr. Zaka.
Hey, we're still young. Let's enjoy life. It's up to us to change other folks' minds.
Yes, you're right. Thank you, Mr. Zaka. As long as we don't stop reaching out, the day will come when others will accept us.
Righto. But for now, it's late. The mission starts at dawn. Make sure you get some rest.
I will. Good night, Mr. Zaka.
What? Status report! What's happening out there?
Unknown vibrations detected. It's the bridge! It's collapsing! Ah!
Cowards! Too afraid to face me directly. This tank is the bedrock of the Empire itself! Unshakable! Invincible!
So long, Gregor.
Yes, we dropped the armored train.
Lieutenant, there's an emergency. Imperial soldiers are fleeing the city. They've set fire to the Darkson concentration camp. The barracks are in flames. Get over there, now!
What? No!
Why murder everyone? They forced everyone to go into this building, then set it on fire. For what?
She was just a kid. Somebody tell me who did this! I'll tear their stinking heads off!
And what would that accomplish?
Revenge! That's what?
Fight fire with fire? An eye for an eye? Didn't enough people die today? Even if our traditions lead us to death at the hands of others, we don't respond with violence. When we die for peace. That is how the Darkson live their lives.
Now those lives are gone. Forever.
But why?
I could hate them, maybe even kill them, but that wouldn't bring those people back. All I can really do is try to survive and help the ones who are still here.
Rosie?
Rosie. Thank you.
Sure.
There could be other survivors. Everybody, help us look!
Somebody said tomorrow's the feast, right? I forgot all about it this year.
Hey now, do you guys even know the reason for this holiday?
Reason? It's the day you give presents to the guy you like, ain't it?
Yes, but no. The Feast of All Spirits is the day all the spirits in Gallia share their love. They say the practice of giving gifts to those you love came from that belief.
Back in the day, people gave presents to everyone important to them, not just lovers.
Bingo! Give the man a prize! For a big grizzly bear, you sure know your stuff.
How gracious of you to say. Though I like to think I'm more of a teddy bear.
Largo, Rosie, may I have a moment?
Sure. I'm surprised to see you in the lounge. What's up?
Would you accept these gifts?
This is from before.
These dolls are Darkson good luck charms. I wanted to give them to you and Rosie.
Why to us?
I've always wanted to be your friend, from the first day. We may have had our share of disagreements, but you've helped me more than I can say. I'd like to use the feast as an opportunity to grow a little closer to both of you.
I see. You know, seeing Fausen gave me a lot to think about. Plus, I've been wanting to talk to you for a while now, too. For being so young, you got some perspective. Still a little bullheaded, though. Thanks for the lucky charm. And for coming out here, Isara.
Largo, thank you so much.
I can't take it.
Rosie, you ain't a kid here. Quit being so damn stubborn already.
You shut it! Look, I got no need for presents from dark hairs, okay?
I understand. I'm sorry. I'll be on my way now.
Yeah, I think I'm done too.
Look, I know you've been wanting to apologize. Just out and say it already, damn it.
Look, shut up, I know, okay? I know, but I can't just change overnight. I'm not that big a person.
Isara, I don't think Rosie really meant to hurt you.
No, I know that, Mr. Zaka. But I do wonder if dreams of a future in which we're all equal will only bring pain.
No, don't get impatient on me. Getting close to somebody takes time, Isara. People don't just change overnight. That said, nothing in this world doesn't change.
Yes, I know. Even if slowly, change will happen.
Exactly. So don't let it get you down. She's just worked up over tomorrow's operation.
Tomorrow's op. Oh, that's right! I need to speak with Welks about the plan.
What plan?
Hey, boss. We, got a plan today?
Well, Isara and I came up with a little something last night.
Speaking of, Isara still isn't here, is she?
I apologize for being late. Welks, it's done!
You finished in time.
Yes, these smoke rounds should help keep our foot soldiers safe from fire.
Smoke rounds?
A new type of tank cannon rounds. They don't do any damage, but they create a smoke screen. If we run through those, we'll be able to move without being sighted.
And you just finished them now? So you didn't sleep at all last night, huh?
The Sevens are like my family. Alicia, Rosie, Largo, Mr. Zaka, Welks, little Hans, too. I don't want... None of you can die. If those smoke screens can protect you even a little, it'll be well worth it.
Isara, you...
Nice going, kiddo. With these things, we'll be practically invisible.
Yeah, this battle just got a lot less scary. Thanks, Isara.
All right, let's get ready. Squad 7, move out!
Isara.
Hi, Rosie. How can I help you?
Well, you have already.
You mean the doll I made? I didn't know you kept it.
You said it was a protective charm, didn't you? I still owe you one from the feast, so... anything you want, just name it.
Let me think. You know what? I'd like to hear you sing, Rosie.
Huh? You want me to sing?
Yes. You told me before that you always enjoyed it. I'd really love to hear you. I bet you're great.
Okay, then. It's a promise. Isara.
Down!
No. Isara! Don't you die on me, Isara! I still haven't even had the chance to say thank you yet.
Sure you did. Now we're friends.
No!
Isara!
Isara! No.
Sorry. Your dream. I so wanted to make it real. Just for you, Wilkes.
My dream? What do you mean?
Before, you said you wanted to fly. Remember? You wanted wings so we could see the sky together.
We will. We'll go flying real soon, Ys. I promise.
Isara? Isara!
Isara, the dreams you left, it's up to us to build them.
Hey, kid. I'd like to sing for you, if that's okay. I mean, after all, a promise is a promise, right? So listen up. This is yours. You stood, always smiling, ever quiet, ever tender, and I, a lost child, always frightened. I remember that you came and found me, blinded by unshed tears. The tears we cry are echoes that tell what tomorrow can hold. And I wept in your arms, and I heard bells ring out across the land, bringing peace at last to your heart, my dearest friend. And now the love that you gave me blooms and will live on through the tears in a song without end. Chapter 12. The Fight for Brule.
The battle at Nagyar is almost upon us. Is there anything left to do beforehand?
No, Captain. We've made due preparations.
This will likely be the largest conflict you or I have seen. I want you rested and ready.
Oh, by the way, did the Darksons who survived back in 1000 make it out all right?
They should have. I told them all to evacuate to Randgrease as soon as they could.
Speaking of the Darkson, I hear the Empire's begun another wave of hunts.
Darkson hunting?
Well, I guess that's one way to get back the labor force they lost at 1000.
The report I read mentioned an enemy unit hunting Darksons by the border. I'm sending a squad to take care of it now. You all have earned a rest, though. Go catch up on your sleep and relax a while. You're dismissed.
Captain Virat, would you let us do it?
What?
Please?
Rosie.
I'll second that, if we may, Captain.
All right. I'll place Squad 7 in charge of this operation. The village in question has a large Darkson population. It's been raided time and again. Secure the village and its people's safety, and stop those hunters.
Yes, Captain. We'll leave as soon as we can. The Darkson hunts end here and now! Squad 7, move out!
Awful lot of spots to hide around here.
Yeah, especially around those rocks. I can see a lot of unexpected run-ins happening.
Huh, better believe they'll be running.
I'm a damn shock trooper.
All right, let's begin the mission. Take out every last one of them.
Leave it to me.
If you feel disoriented, use that tree as a guide.
Enemy sighted.
Return fire!
Way ahead of you.
Try to keep an eye on your teammates' positions.
I'll take care of it.
Keep casualties down.
The world's better off with those oily dark hairs dead and gone, you idiots. Get in our way, and we'll be all too happy to send you to your next life.
Try not to leave yourself open.
On the move now. Come on, hits! And another one. Yes!
You're doing well. Just keep it up.
Moving out! Pull it together! Enemy unit spotted!
Let's do this thing. Ain't no stopping me. I'm on it. Go down!
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Fire! Under light fire!
Here I come!
I ain't broke yet.
Fire!
I'll do my best. That won't slow me down.
Thanks, buddy.
They're behind us!
Leave it all to me.
Out of range.
Why risk your hide for some dark hair? There's those who rule and those who obey. That's the way this world was made to be.
Here we go.
Complete the objective ASAP.
Target silenced. Head for the next one.
Stop! Go around! This way's no good!
I'll do my best. I'm on it. Here I come!
Target silenced. Head for the next one.
surviving. Be merciless.
Let's do this thing. Go down!
Just keep up this pace.
Way ahead of you.
Are you lost? Use that tree as a landmark.
Leave it to me. Found us an enemy. Enemy sighted.
Use those rocks for cover as you go.
Leave it to me. Fire!
Good.
Fire!
Leave it to me.
Won't go down!
We've got no choice. Pull out. Everybody get out the best you can.
You know where to meet up afterwards. Once we all get there, the hunt's on.
Smug bastards. They're making plans for their next hunt before they're even out of this. Sevens, we're hunting these cowards right back. Don't let a single one of them go!
All squads, check your equipment.
You live in this village, kid? Where's your family at?
The Imperials who came to the village before. They killed my parents.
That's rough.
Why do people hate us? Are they gonna keep hating us forever?
I'll tell you something. My town got hit by a hunt, too.
Really?
A whole bunch of Darksons lived near me, see? And they burned the whole place down. My mom and little brother died in the fire. After that, I started hating Darksons too. Figured if it weren't for them, you know? But a good friend showed me I was all wrong. She was the first real Darkson friend I had.
What's she like? How'd you become friends?
She was real stubborn, but she was true. Kind and honest and strong to the core. But She and I were off fighting the Empire and she got killed.
Oh.
Building a world where Darksons and everybody else got along was always her big dream. I figure now it falls on me to make sure that happens.
Do you know a way to get people not to hate us? If so, please, please tell me.
I wish I did, kiddo. All I know is how to get things done my own way. Wanna know my plan? When this war's over, I'm gonna be a singer.
A singer?
Yeah. Songs sound the same to folks of all kinds. The feelings behind them get through. I'll keep singing until her dream comes true. That's my way of making her world happen. You should figure out your own way, kiddo.
How I'd change the world?
Well, I gotta get going. Take care, kid.
You too. Thank you very much.
Isara, I got something to report to you today. A while back, when we went to stop the hunts, I met a boy who'd lost his parents, right? Well, he sent me a letter. Said once I got to sing again, he'd come listen to me. Good taste for a little squirt, huh? And he says he wants to become a doctor. Says that's his way of changing the world. I'm not promising miracles, but we'll try, bit by bit. You just watch. Take it easy, Isara. I'll come again soon.
Second part of our review, the Cons. Hope you guys enjoy the gameplay footage, and for those who are willing to see the spoiler / political point of view / controversial scenes, I'm glad you did. For those who don't, that's okay. I'm not offended by it in any way, but I'm not taking it down. It's there though. If you do want to see it again, I'll try to put it in the description if I could fit it in, which scenes you could look at and so on. Anyway, now that we got the pros out or anything, we're going to go to the cons. And right now, the only cons I could think of are just two at this point, though, all right? So why don't we start with the first one? The first one is pacing, though. All right, I do want to be clear is that unlike, say, a game like Doom, for example, which, you know, it's completely fast-paced, you got to keep running, you got to keep moving, and so on. Unlike a game like that, though, Valkyria Chronicles is not that kind of game. This is a strategy, sort of take your time, think exactly when you want to make the move, when your next move is, what the enemy's move is going to be, though. That's the kind of game it is, okay? If you're going into this game expecting that it's going to be, you know, completely fast-paced, completely like Call of Duty, because, you know, it's a war game, it has a theme of war in it, or like anything like that, that's not the kind of game it is. Though I think the big selling point is the gameplay and also the story. I think that is the real big selling point. So if you're going into this kind of game expecting, you know, like I said, fast paced like Doom or anything like that, this is not the game this is not the game for you, because that's not the kind of game Valkyria Chronicles is. Again, to me, that's not a bad thing, but obviously for some gamers, that may not be the case. Some actually enjoy those fast-paced type of games, though. So if you're into that kind of game, then if you're into those kind of fast-paced type of games, then this one probably is not going to be for you, though. All right. All right. And the last one I will say is that the game, there's a lot of cutscenes. I mean a lot. A whole lot, though, okay? Basically, while the story and the cutscenes are beautiful and I love it, especially the story, it can annoy some people, because in order to get to the next level, you have to go through several different cutscenes and all that stuff, and that might drive some people's patience because they want to jump into the game, get right into the action, and so on, though. So that may not sit well for some people out there, all right? And that's the kind of game Valkyria Chronicles is, though, okay? It basically, you will be watching a whole lot of cutscenes in this game, and I mean a whole lot, though. There is one bright spot you could do to deal with it, though, and that is when the cutscene comes up, you could push the option button on your PS4 controller and you can just skip it right there. Doesn't completely solve the problem, but it certainly helps. But since this is really a story-driven game, and this really is a story-driven game, though, you will be seeing a lot of cutscenes, though. So if you are not the kind of person who likes to sit down and watch a whole lot of cutscenes, or if you're not big on that, though, then this may not be for you, because that's the kind of game Valkyria Chronicles is, though. Overall, I have to say, though, that to this day, this game right here remains a personal favorite of mine. When it originally came out in 2008, and still even today, though. The beautiful art style, the gameplay, and the story, and the music in it still holds out very well, even to today, though, all right? I know the cutscenes, the whole bunch of cutscenes may not be for everybody, but to me, it doesn't ruin the game, though. I will say, if you missed it the first time around, I would highly recommend you pick this up, though, okay? I do hope it does well this time in terms of sales. I really would like to see this series, see more of the entries in this series, though. I do hope that not only does it does well, but that will convince Sega to bring the Valkyria Azul Revolution, if I'm saying that correctly, over here to the US, though. I really, really would like to see that game come over here to the US. So I'm hoping this does well this time around, all right? Anyway, before I get to the political views, though, I'm going to take a little break, and then when we come back, I'm going to go straight to that and tell you why I use this game as an example for some of my political views on this. So we'll take a little break, and I'll be right back, though. Okay, now for the special part of my review, I will be giving to you my political views on why I use this game to show off some of those certain scenes in the game, though, alright? Again, I will put in, for those who don't want to hear this, they can skip all the way towards a certain part of the video. I'll put it in one of my titles, and I'll try to put it in one of the descriptions in case you don't want to hear it. And I do want to start off by saying the following views are my views and my views alone. They do not represent anyone else's views. These are my views, though, all right? With that officially said, though, for those, some of you out there some of you may or may not be aware there, and all the stuff out there, whether it's movies, TV shows, or video games, though, sometimes those stuff can have a hidden message in it, and sometimes, depending on your point of view, some people can figure it out, though, all right? Movies like, say, The Man of Steel or Batman vs. Superman. Again, I don't think it was as bad as a lot of people think it was, though. Basically, the scene where Superman takes down a drone, basically saying, "I was raised in Kansas. Is that not American enough for you?" Kind of sort of a take at the immigration policies or the immigration debate here in America, though. The scene where he's testifying in Congress, raising the question is, with someone with that power and capability, should that person go unchecked or anything like that? Popular stuff like the X-Men, for example, where people look at mutants, where people do look at mutants in a negative light, though. Sort of like a take on the whole civil rights movement and what we're seeing even today, though. And I have to say, this game, in my opinion, has a sort of a political view, has a certain view the way I see it, though. Two views, though. One, the use of Ragnite in the game, which shows how countries are fighting for the resource of it, though, which basically sends the message of how, to me, though, that is basically why we should invest in renewable energy. And number two, one thing that I have seen, especially during this campaign, is what happens when hatred goes too far. When a certain individual takes advantage of people's anger and uses it in a way that causes even more pain and suffering out there in the world, though. And the way the Darsens are treated in this game, as a Jewish person, I have seen this before many times. Let us not forget a certain individual by the name of Adolf Hitler took advantage of people's fear and anger in Germany and used it in such a way that and killed so many people in such a way that it took a Second World War to ultimately stop him, though. And that's what I'm seeing right now. Right now, I'm seeing, especially with Donald Trump, a lot of people think he's going to make America great. What? He says he's going to bring water back to California. How? To me, he is nothing more than an Adolf Hitler / Jim Jones / attention whore, though. And the language that he is producing in terms of blaming minorities and blaming, Muslims, blaming Mexicans, though, to me, that language, in my opinion, is very similar to what Hitler did when he used European Jews as the scapegoat for everyone's problems, though. And we all know where that led to, all right? I have seen basically what happens when people use the political correctness argument as their excuse to promote their bigotry and hatred, though, okay? Now, I have seen that before, especially with some of these people trying to pass anti-gay laws. And there are people who I know who are gay who are nice people as well. Especially with, and this is where some people will disagree with me, the rise of Islamophobia, though. Now, I'm not saying you can't call ISIS an Islamic terrorist group. I'm not saying you cannot call them that. Okay, ISIS is just as bad as, say, Al Qaeda is. Same with Hamas. Same with Hezbollah. Even though Hezbollah is a Shiite Islam, even though it's a Shiite terrorist organization, it's still the same thing as ISIS, though. Doesn't matter how you look at it, okay? I'm not saying you cannot call out those people, okay? Call out ISIS, call out Islamic terrorist group. I'm not here to sugarcoat you can't call them that. But what I will never, ever, ever do is throw an entire religion under the bus. As a Jewish person and as someone who studied World War II, I've seen what happens when you do that. I've seen where that leads to big time. And that worries me a lot, that there are people out there who actually will be brainwashed and believe the right-wing crap out there, though. I've seen it many times, and I also am ashamed of the fact that groups like CPAC, which supports Israel's right to exist, cheered when that monster Donald Trump was there. One of the reasons why I'll be supporting J Street and the Americans for Peace now, though, from now on. Sure as hell I will never be supporting CPAC anymore, though, all right? I have met people of different faiths. I've met people of different race, religion, genders, and sexual orientation. Hell, a family member of mine, my brother, is married to someone who is of Muslim descent. And you know what? She is the most nicest person I have met before. She does not in any way look like what is portrayed on 24-hour news media or right-wing news sites or news organizations, aka Fox News and all, right? Hell, she went to an ugly sweater Christmas party last year. She went to see Star Wars with me and my brother last year. She dressed up as a Ninja Turtle. Her and my brother dressed up as like a Ninja Turtle last year, though, okay? to me. And what worries me is the language I am hearing. The whole idea of let's blame an entire ethnic group for your own problem though, okay? I've seen that before. And this game shows what happens when you blame an entire group of people on something and where that can easily lead to, okay? And I, for one, will not be voting for that individual at all. It's one of the reasons why I am voting blue this November, though, regardless of who becomes the nomination, okay? Because I will not hand this country over to a racist individual. I will not do what I can to not hand this to someone who is one part Jim Jones and one part Adolf Hitler. That's for certain, though. As a person of Jewish faith, though, Reformed Judaism, but still Jewish faith, though, I've seen evil before. I've read about what evil can happen when someone blames an entire faith, religion, entire ethnic groups of people, and we all know where that easily leads to, all right? And last but certainly not least, any of you that calls my brother's wife, any of you call the person who I mentioned, who I'm good friends with, oh, you don't know him because she might be a terrorist in disguise and all that crap, though. Any of you that do that, please unsubscribe from me on my YouTube channel and my Facebook and my Twitter, and you can simply go F yourself, because I will stand up for people's rights no matter what, regardless of their race, religion, gender, or sexual orientation. All right? I will never, ever throw an entire religion under a bus. I will never throw an entire group of people based on their race, religion, or sexual orientation, okay? This game right here shows what happens when you take hatred and you take bigotry and it goes too far and it goes unchecked. All right? Anyway, this concludes not only my review, but also my political statement, though, that I wanted to make, though. And again, these are my opinions. What are yours, though? Did you enjoy the game the first time around, or did you not, though? Are you going to pick it up again this time? Are you going to skip it? Do you already have it, like, on PC already? Did you enjoy the gameplay, the story, the soundtrack, or you didn't really enjoy it? Were you okay with the pacing and the cutscenes in the game, or were they, like, did they bog down for you, though? And finally, those who were willing to listen to my political views, do you share my political views? Do you disagree with my political views? I do have a feeling I wouldn't be surprised if some of you be a giant a-hole and write something stupid down there, though. I wouldn't be surprised if there are some people out there that are willing to do that, though. Hello, okay? I'm not saying everybody's like that, though, but I would not be shocked if someone did, though, right? Again, not everyone, though. Anyway, feel free to leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you agree or disagree with my review. Tell me if you have a different take on it, or if you agree or disagree with my political view or have a different take on it. And, of course, like, and I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And, as always, feel free to share this video if you want to, all right? And anyway, this concludes my review of Valkyria Chronicles Remastered. That's it, though. I will see. It's evening here in Southern California. I will see you again next time when I do another video, whenever that will be, all right? So, from here from Southern California, you guys have a good evening, though, and you guys take care, okay? Bye.